a brand new series of Countdown to Christmas with me, Miss Christmas! Oh my God, can you believe it? If this is the first time you're here, thank you so much for joining today. My name's Angela. We're going to spend the next 11 weeks together. On a Sunday evening, we're going to sit together and we're going to plan our Christmas, okay? Yes, it's too early for Christmas, it's only September, but it is never too early to start getting planned, which means that when we get to December, you can have a lovely chilled December. You're not going to be rushing around the stores. We're not going to be recreating Jingle all the way. You're going to be able to sit back, enjoy the festivities, knowing that you got everything wrapped up, excuse the pun, way back starting in September. So, over the next 11 weeks, we're going to break down the things that need to be done in preparation for Christmas. And then over the next 11 weeks, we'll take a few of those items each week and we'll get them completed and we'll tick them off our list. Okay, that is another thing as well, is the checklist is going to be available again this year as well. That is a free printable. There is a link down below in the comments for that. You're welcome. It's also in the description as well. I don't charge for things like that. I mean, why would I? It's a countdown, you know, it's a little checklist for you. And it will coincide with the videos. So if you want to rush ahead, if you've already done things from week 5, great, get them ticked off. You know, if you want to use it each week along with the videos, great. If you want to rush ahead and just use the checklist, that's available for you. Just for you. Okay, so let's kick off Week 1, Countdown to Christmas 2024. Get your cuppas ready. If you haven't, pause me now, go make a cuppa. Right, let's go. So the first thing, as I mentioned this one every single year, is get yourself a planner or set up a new notes section in your phone, get yourself a notebook. This is the planner that I like to use. Jason got me this from Amazon. I'll pop a link in the description for you. It has got so many different sections in there. You've got a Christmas card list, excuse all the bits of paper, it's all recipes that I've built up over the years. And then as you go through, you've got your present planning. There's a blank page there so you can see all the different things that you, all the different sections in there. So you get your present planning. Move on to the next one. So you've got food and entertainment. I'll just get to a fresh page so you can see that. There we go. Alright, so it's not quite a fresh page. I've started preparing already. That's the 30th of December. So you can just go through and plan everything that you want. I always keep like notes that I've made from the year before of like food and drink that I've bought. I like to do a little evaluation as well. What worked, what didn't work, what foods did we like, what foods did we not eat, you know, what things got left, what things got gobbled up on Christmas Eve and I need to buy more of. And I've got this, what I call my master list here. This is foods that I buy every year at Christmas. You know, we've got things like Christmas tree brioche, croissants. Now the Christmas tree brioche was a star last year, right? But it was the same thing. I always get like cheese. Always make sure we've got loads of crackers to go with that. Things like tonic water. There's things that you buy every year for Christmas. So that is my master list and that is on one of the pages in there. It's actually under a shopping list section, but it works for me. And then finally, you've also got a festive calendar. So as you can see, 2021 was the first time that I used this. We'll see that. Is that going to come up for you? Yeah. And then what you can do is actually put your own dates in there. And you just go through and fill it all out. So we'll just go through. We've got 2022, 2023, and then a nice blank one here. This is your 2024, so you've got your things to remember. So I haven't started yet because I haven't got any things to remember as such, and then things to do. And yeah, just like build it up each week. There's even a little section to put receipts in as well, and yes, there are already receipts in there. I actually started my Christmas shopping for this Christmas back in November last year because I found some bargains, okay? And that doesn't mean that that's what you should do, but if you do see a bargain and you think, oh, that'll be great for next time, might as well pick it up. Right, so you don't have to use a planner like this, but I definitely do suggest, if you don't use something like that, get yourself a new notebook, treat yourself to a pen. Everyone loves new stationery, right? And if it's not that, then get your phone, set up a new note app. It's going to be really, really important to you because it is going to help to make sure that as the weeks go on, you remember who you bought presents for. So you are going to use that. It's going to be your Bible. So whether it be a Christmas planner, a notepad, your phone, whatever you're using, it is going to be your Bible. And we're going to work together to make sure that you put everything in your list or your notebook that you're using, okay? So it means that when you buy a present for Auntie Nellie, for instance, you write a note saying, Auntie Nellie, write down the present, and you put a tick next to it, okay? That means when you're at the shops and you see a bath bomb set and a foot spa cream set, you are not going to buy again for Auntie Nellie because you've already got her that dressing gown, for instance, okay? When you are looking through all of the sweets and the chocolates in the shops and you keep randomly picking stuff up, and then you end with, oh my God, I've got like 7 tubes of Smarties. Well, everybody loves Smarties, that's fantastic, but you know, you get the point. So what you're going to do is you're going to use it to record everything, okay? So whenever you've bought something, you're going to put a note in there and say like who it's for, and you tick it, and then when you wrap it, give it a little tick. And as I say this every year, wrap as you go along. All right, so that is number 1. Get yourself a planner or a note section in your phone or a notebook, and just call it Christmas 24 if you're using a note in your phone, or you know, you can split it up if you like. You could put, say, the presents at the top, then the food, then the to-dos, okay? And that moves me very nicely onto number 2 for this week. If you're traveling anywhere at Christmas, or you're going to need to stay over in a hotel, you need to be getting those booked in now, because everybody and their dog's going to be celebrating Christmas in some way, shape or form, and everybody's going to need accommodation if they're travelling. So your hotels, get them booked up. If you're going to be travelling by train, you can set reminders for when the tickets go on sale, because it's generally about 12 weeks before. So from today's, it'll be about the 15th of December, so maybe a little bit soon. But if you go onto the various train apps, if the tickets aren't available yet, it will say set up a reminder. I encourage you to do that, because it means as soon as they go on sale, number 1, you get your tickets, and number 2, you get them for the best prices, because the closer you get to the date, the more expensive the tickets get. Or, nightmare, the tickets aren't available, right? So don't put that one off. Make sure that you do that as a priority this week. And if you haven't thought about whether you're traveling this week, then this is a great time to sit down and go, right, what are we doing? Let's start to get those plans in place. Are we going to go anywhere? Do we need to stay anywhere? Have we got anybody coming to visit that we need to book a room for? You know, just have those sorts of thoughts and plans this week. So it's very much getting things down on paper, working out what on earth you're going to be doing. And I know it seems like a long time away, but it is going to roll around really, really fast. And if you stick with this plan, we're going to be done and dusted and enjoying December, not running around paying overpriced for accommodation, having to get 2 trains because we can't get the train that goes straight through because we left it too late to book. So get on top of that now. Get those things booked. I mean, with the hotels as well, you can often book it now and pay when you get there. So that's always good, especially if you're budgeting and you don't really have the money to hand right now. That's always a good option. There's quite a few different sites out there who'll do that for you. Okay, and just general travel plans. If you're going to be traveling somewhere, start to think about, if you are driving, you know, who's going to be driving? When you're going to be setting off, you know, the traffic's going to be busy at Christmas, you know, so think about, do you need to take an extra day and get there the day before, or do you need to, like, you know, have an early night and then set off? Just start to think about these things, you know, if it's going to be an early start. And I know it sounds a lot to be thinking about it right now, but if you're making these plans now and you're making these, you know, plans now, and I know it seems early, but if you start making these plans now, when we get to December, you're going to just absolutely sail through it and really, really enjoy the full festive season. So moving on from booking hotels and trains, if you're starting to think about booking any visits to Santa or pantomime visits, now is the time. And you'll generally find with the pantos, they'll have been on sale for quite a while anyway, so get on board with that if you're looking to go to panto. It's always a nice way to start Christmas. We did it last year and we really enjoyed it. We haven't booked anything as yet, but I will be having a look this week. Some Santa visits have already gone on sale, some haven't yet. I've noticed there's some places who normally have them up very, very early still haven't, so keep an eye out for those. You know, there's plenty of visits available, but you do need to be on the ball. So if there's a certain place that you would like to book and you know they haven't released their slots, get on Facebook, get on X, Make sure you've got the notifications on, sign up for their newsletters, whatever you can, and just keep doing a little check. Pop a little note, maybe in your reminders, to just keep checking every day to see when the Santa visits are going to be released, so that you can book up and get your visit in to see the big man, to let him know what's on your Christmas list this year. Okay, and once you've got those in, make sure that you're putting them in your diary as well, because the last thing you want to do is realise that you've actually missed it. My friend actually did that a few years ago, bless her. She booked a Santa visit well in advance and didn't put it in her calendar, and then it nearly missed it. It was actually the morning of. She suddenly thought, hang on, this date rings a bell. So luckily she didn't miss it altogether, but it was pretty much a scramble around to get ready and get to see Santa. So don't forget to pop that date in your diary and on your calendars. So anything that you're booking up for, any festive activities, are you going to want to do a breakfast with Santa, an afternoon tea with Santa, anything like that? You know that they do elves ones now, there's loads you can do. Just start having a look around now and get those booked in before they sell out. Moving on now to online delivery saver. If you use places like Tesco, for instance, you can sign up for the online delivery saver, and once you are signed up to that, you will actually get priority notifications for their slots for Christmas. Now, this is what's happened in previous years. I'm assuming it's going to be the same this year, and we do always book a slot. And there are certain things that we'll buy at Christmas time that we don't buy any other time of the year, namely certain alcohols, certain foods, and the only place I can get them is Tesco's. But then you've also got places like Asda, Sainsbury's, Marks', Marks and Spencer's, all of these places. So if you're going to want to shop with these and you want to get the best deals in terms of when you can get your shopping delivered, or when you can do click and collect and things like that, and I would definitely go on the pages to see whether there's any priority and how you get signed up for that. I can only tell you about the Tesco one because that is the one that we generally use, and that is when you are already part of the delivery saver, as a thank you, you get priority access to the dates to enable you to then book a slot. And that is why if you're on a current delivery saver and then you do decide to do a Tesco shop at Christmas, when you find that there's a lot of dates, it's because they have already gone during the priority slot. So I think it's about 2 weeks before everybody else gets a chance. So it's definitely worth doing. So if you're going to be needing to do any deliveries or get any click and collect orders in before Christmas for your groceries and your chocolates and your lovely, oh my goodness me, your lovely foods, I can't wait. That moves me nicely on to number 5 this week, which is Christmas chocolates and advent calendars. We just got back from our holidays last week and I was overjoyed to walk into the shops this week and find that Christmas had literally threw up across the shops. Absolutely love it, you know. And I always tend to focus on advent calendars first, and then from then I start buying little bits of chocolate and things every week leading up to Christmas, so I don't have to do it all in one go when it gets to December. See? So I'll show you what we bought this week. We got advent calendars. Now, so far I have 3 out of 5 advent calendars. Now, normally Elfie and Cookie, our 2 elves, bring Freddie and Madeline's advent calendars, so unfortunately I don't have them to show, and I'll not be having them to show. So first of all, I've got the Maltesers advent calendar. That is for my mum. I've got the Heroes advent calendar, which is for Jason. He decided to go for something different this year, and I also went for something different because I normally get Heroes. I've gone for Dairy Milk, which has caramel, dairy milk and whole nut. And yes, the advent calendars have gone up this year. I've noticed they've gone up by between 50p and £1, depending on which ones you're getting. That leads me also on to Christmas tins, your roses, your Quality Street, your Celebrations and your Heroes. My goodness, what an increase this year. The price has increased and the volume has dropped. At the minute you're looking at about £4.50 per tin, and they have about 550 grams in. I am pretty sure that they had 600 in last year. So I am going to keep looking out. I haven't got them. I would normally buy them within the first week, which is now, but I'm just holding out to see whether there's going to be any other offers. Now at the minute, the £4.50 price that I've seen is a Tesco club card price. So available if you've got a club card. In other places I'm seeing them for £6 when they're not on an offer, which is like wowzers. Last year you were getting them like 2 for £7, so it made it like £3.50 a tin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare them this week, and then I'm also going to look at the bags, so you can get like large bags of them as well and see whether it might work out better gram to pound and buying it that way. But I'll let you know. We also picked up some Family Circle biscuits because Freddie really loves them. And then also for Freddie this week, Freddie is not a massive chocolate fan, so when I do the baskets with the celebrations and the heroes in, I like to mix in some sweets for him. So we've got the Haribo and Mawam duo pack, and that has got Tan Fastix, Giant Strobe, Star Mix, Mawam Stripes, Mawam Joysticks. So you've got a really good range in there. And that was £5. And then I've got the Swizzles Sweet Shop favourites. These are great. Had these last time. You've got the Drumsticks, Love Hearts, Squashies, Parma Bells, Refreshers, Lollies, more Refreshers, a different flavour of Squashies, Fizzers and Fruity Pop Lollies. There we go. And then I will mix them in with the chocolates because I have 2 Santa baskets, which I will show you because I think they're amazing. But that is everything that I have bought this week to put into our Christmas box. That was going to fall off there. And every week I'll just build that up. So I'll get the crackers, the crisps, the tortilla chips, everything that we're going to use at Christmas, the sort of non-perishable items. I'll buy each week, and then when it comes to Christmas I haven't got a massive order to do, which is great. So that is everything for week 1. Number 1, buy a planner or start a notes section in your phone. Book your hotel and train tickets or any other travel that you're going to be doing. Book any Santa visits or Panto visits. Sign up to an online delivery saver and start buying your Christmas chocolates, in particular those advent calendars, before they go out of stock. There you go, week 1 complete. Don't forget to like and comment. You'll find the link to the checklist in the description and in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next Sunday for week 2. Bye for now.